The U.S. military is carrying out another wave of strikes against Iran, marking the 10th consecutive night of attacks. Explosions have been reported near Sirik in Hormozgan province, as well as Chabahad, Konarak, Bandar Abbas and Shiraz. CENTCOM says the strikes are aimed at degrading Iran's capacity to attack commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian media is reporting that air defense systems have been activated near Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant. Now, in a moment, we're going to be live with Kimberly Halkett at the White House and Mohammed Val in Doha. First, we're going to head to Tehran and we're going to speak to Tawhid Asadi there. What's been happening, Tawhid, in the last couple of hours?
Well, it's been another night of escalation as we witness the American airstrikes continue to target different cities, specifically in the southern coast of the country. So far, we know that in Qeshm Island, the largest in the vicinity of the Strait of Hormuz, explosions are reported. Also in southeastern parts of the country, in particular in Sistan Baluchistan province, in two cities of Chabahar and Konarak, according to local sources and the state news agency, at least 14 explosions have been reported. And when it comes to, again, southern coast, we know that in Bandar Abbas, the most important or at least among the most important port cities of the country, again, very much similar to the past night, to the previous nights, we've got explosions happening. Also, we know that in Sirik, which is another important geostrategic city, given the fact that it oversees the Strait of Hormuz, explosion sounds in the vicinity of the city are being reported at this point. We know that over the past nights, specifically over the past 3-4 nights, we are dealing with a rather intensified scope of the attacks. And also we know that, as you mentioned earlier, in Bushehr, explosion sounds are reported, even though local authorities are saying that this is not because of the attacks, but because of the activation of the air defense system as the American airstrikes continue. On the other hand, we know that the Iranians over the past few nights were and have been talking about their retaliatory strikes to target U.S. military bases across the region.
Tawhid Asadi there in Tehran. Thank you very much indeed. We're going to go to Kimberly Halkett. She's at the White House for us. So Donald Trump issuing a warning to Iran. It's going to pay a price for every U.S. soldier killed. So the rhetoric, of course, getting stronger. At the same time, we're already getting reports of explosions in Iran.
That's right. As you point out, it's the 10th consecutive day that the U.S. military is pounding Iranian missiles missile and drone bases, as well as military bases. And what we know is that the U.S. president, with his recent Truth Social post, has essentially laid out now a policy of retaliation for the U.S. military. We heard him weeks ago saying that he would respond to any strikes on commercial ships 20 times harder if attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. And now, with the deaths over the weekend of 3 U.S. soldiers, the U.S. president saying that those will be avenged as well, what he said many times over. Now, this is not only laying out policy, this is the U.S. president potentially justifying the escalation to the American public. Remember, this is a conflict that he intimated early on would not be prolonged. He ran.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. There will be blown out war. Okay, the Bible prophesied about it. It's called World War III. Okay, and the Bible is called the third woe. And it's happening right before your very eyes. We are in the beginning stages of World War III. And things are only going to heat up. So it's best that our people, the so-called Negroes, blacks, and Native American Indians, hearken, repent, and come back to keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments. Okay, come back to your power. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai, because we are in a time of war, and the only way you're going to be protected and delivered in these times, in the times to come, is seeking the Lord, man. Seeking Yahweh Bashim Shai. There's no other way out. So again, Revelation chapter 11, verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. These are the times that we're living in. Okay, World War III is going to happen. in your lifetime, America will be destroyed via nuclear missile.